So, I said I was gonna do another video, and here I am. So now it's you know you're Mexican if the following things apply to you. You know you're Mexican if you have ever been hit with a chancla or sandal, and that shit hurts like a motherfucker. No lie. You also know you're Mexican if you can actually play any type of sport with a chancla. You know, homie Pollo knows. Also, you know you're Mexican if you ever grew up thinking El Cucuy will come out under your bed or closet or simply fact anywhere you go. When others tell you to stop screaming when you're talking in your regular voice, you know, they think that. Also, when you use your lips to point out everything in the room, like, hey, right there, that kind of shit. When you constantly refer Frosted Flakes as cornflakes, like, the fuck, that's true. When your mom yells at you to come eat dinner and you're in the same motherfucking room as her, like, really, mom? Like, seriously? Also, you know you're Mexican if you dance rancheras, cumbia, salsa with no type of music in the room. And that's a fact. You're also Mexican if you prefer like Vans, Jordans, Nikes, any type of shoes as tenis. You know you're Mexican if you have at least more than 30 cousins in the family, which is kind of true. Also, you know you're Mexican if you pronounce everything with the E instead of the S. For example, estap or estupid. When you refer to your wife as your ruca, your jaina, your old lady, your waifa, your vieja, guess what? You're not just only Mexican. You're a cholo too. When you throw a grito every time you hear this type of music, you're not only Mexican, but you might be jerk as well. Also, you also know you're Mexican if you have, for example, a 4-door car that only fits 5 people, and you got 7 motherfuckers in that bitch, and you parents usually shout out, "Súbanse, todavía caben más." Like, we can put a homie in the trunk, lap it, and put our youngest cousin in the front with our parents. You know that? When you have tamales, champurrado, pozole, menudo, birria, in Thanksgiving and in Christmas. And guess what? The next day, you have recalentado. That's how you know you're Mexican. When you have more tequila and beer at your little brother's or cousin's birthday party, and that nigga's only turning 6, that's true. When at least one family member is named Maria, Guadalupe, Juan, Jose, or Jesus, better known as Chuy. You also Mexican if you go to a boda, quinceañera, bautizo, or birthday party and you gossip about how bad the food's gonna be. Like, without even trying it first. Just because you know your tia or your tío don't know how to cook right, you automatically gossip about how the food's gonna be. When you have a chola in the family and she's named La Flaca, and she's bigger than a house. When you have a cousin named El Güero and he's darker than night. Also, when the chola in your family is called La Shy Girl and she's louder and annoying than anyone in the family. You know you're Mexican if you ever went to church and your mom pinches you and tells you, "Pobrecito y si lloras," or "Vas a ver cuando salgamos." That's a code name for "Run, bitch, once we out." Also, when you practically grew up being called a chamaco or chamaca, whenever your tia dresses up in her best prom dress to go to a birthday party at El Parque, better known as the park. When your tia abuelita dress up in their best Sunday clothes and heels and go to a swap meet. And You know you're Mexican if you use the benches in your house, the fence, the wires, anything like that, even an old car to dry your clothes. That's what's up. So basically, this is some of the things I wanted to say. Also, let's not forget, you know you're Mexican if you're badass at dancing. If you go down Pacific rolling with this type of music. If for some reason you don't play this type of music, thanks guys.